In this video, I'd like to try to explain two special folders, one called dot and another one called dot dot. So let's start. We do an ls to see what we have, and we have now one folder called download, and we have the two files. Now I can do an ls space -a, and I press enter. You will see two extra things came here. So one is called just dot, and another one which is dot dot, and they mean something very specific. The single one means this directory, current directory. So it will be actually the same as course. It's another way of saying, instead of saying the folder course, you can say this directory. The other one, which is dot dot, is the parent directory. So that's why if you do a cd dot dot, that's actually moving one step up. If you just do a cd dot, that means move to the current directory, which doesn't make sense because you are just moving, standing still. But dot and dot dot is very useful when you are doing copying and moving, because what you can do is that let me now create a file in another folder, and I can show how you can use the dot. So let's move to temp. I can make a folder here, make dir. I just used my name, and I move into this folder. So now I am in temp Helge. I just made that folder Helge. I do an ls, it's empty. So let's do now echo test, and I redirect that one to my new file. Okay. Another thing that I haven't mentioned yet is that in Linux there is a difference between small and large characters. You can, so like in Windows, this my new file will be the same as my new file, but in Linux it isn't. You can change, you can use them up and down, and there will be completely different files. Anyway, so now I do an ls. I see now I have a file, right? Now let's move to my home folder. I do a cd and do an ls. Sorry, we go to the course so it's not so messy. Let's do a clear. Now we are back. ls, and I am in my home folder, course folder. But I know I have this file in the temp, right? So what I do now is move temp, then this folder that I just made. And now if I press 2 times on the tab, let's do that. You see it automatically gave me, there's only one file, so it will just give me that file. But if there are more files, it will actually print them out. So double tab on a certain folder is quite useful. I can do it here. If I just go back and do, I do an ls and double tab, you see it prints out the content of that folder. Okay, let's do it again. Move. So I'm in my course folder. I say move temp Helge, double tab, my new file. So I'm going to move that file, but where do I want to move it? I want to move it to this current directory. Of course I could do something like home Helge course, but that's pretty not necessary. You can just do move that file dot, which means here. And then I press enter. Okay, did something happen? Yeah. So we see my new file came from the temp Helge folder to here, which is the course folder. Okay, I hope that was understandable. Thank you.